I've just been out for a drive in one of the most exciting, exquisite and beautiful cars to have been recreated for the 21st century. But we're not here just for me to take out a near 7-figure car. Well, we kind of are. But there's more to this car than just the way it drives.
Now, unless you have been living under a rock, for some 60 years you would have been aware of the Jaguar E-Type, the car that made serious speed available for less than its Italian rivals, wrapped in one of the most gorgeous automotive bodies ever designed. In recent times, a few small firms have popped up, taking the most automotive classics and mixing them with modern engineering. No company is so synonymous in this area as Eagle. Based in East Sussex, they are specialists in Jaguar E-Types and fettle with them like no other. The level of detail and customization available is just staggering.
The result is no Eagle E-Type is the same. You have a choice of engines, whether it's going to be carburettor or fuel injection, or what type of suspension you would like. You even have a choice of body styles, whether it's going to be coupe, convertible, or in my opinion the most recognisable one, the Speedster.
Somehow Eagle has managed to make the E-Type look even more provocative, with bolder lines and wider track. It makes you want to sell everything just to stare at it once more. Under the body sits a Jaguar-derived 4.2 litre straight six, now bored out to 4.7 litres and in return producing 330 horsepower. That may seem like standard figures for a hot hatch today, but remember this car in total tips the scales at just over 1,000 kilograms.
It's not just all about taking an engine and beefing it up to give it more power. No, it's all in the details. Take for example this comm rod. It's got their logo written down the side of it. Now, you're never ever going to see this because it's going to be busy in the engine doing its business. But it's so cool. Name me a car manufacturer that does this. The paintwork is unlike any other car I have seen, and I compare this to some of the big mainstream manufacturers, and the effort shows. It takes 500 hours from start to finish to paint an entire Eagle. To put that in layman's terms, the time it takes to paint one of these, this hand would already have produced 29 cars. And now we get to the part that I really like. Yes, Eagle do spend a lot of time and effort and quality into the exterior, interior, and also the engine, but no point putting in a really fast and powerful engine in a car very light without some suspension components. So over here we have got Öhlins shocks, which is basically the best in the business, and over to my right we also have upgraded brakes, again one of the best in the business, AP Racing.
Details aside, this near £1 million exquisite reincarnation can't be all show and no go. Luckily the team at Eagle gave me the keys to find out.
So you obviously want to know what this car is like to drive. Well, on a day like today where it's chucking it down with rain, it's still absolutely sensational. The engine, this 4.7 litre straight six, it's unlike any other naturally aspirated six-cylinder engine I've ever come across. The red line's at 5,000 RPM, which is pretty much diesel territory, but there's power all over the rev range. At speeds like this right now, it's so docile. It can pull away in any gear really, anything beyond 30 miles an hour. It's very relaxed.
Convertibles like this turn the driving experience into a surround sound system on the move. The beating heart of the car is like a 100-piece orchestra.
This engine performs best low in the rev range, but you can rev it out and you are rewarded with this six-cylinder soundtrack.
Pressing the accelerator pedal on this is only what I can describe as a road-going Spitfire, always egging you to push harder with its spine-tingling senses.
It also has a split personality. It can do the slow speed cruising stuff really well, but if you want to drive this and you want to drive this properly, it can do the driver enjoyment stuff really, really well.
The handling is a blend between classic race car with modern day performance.
For instance, the steering is, well, it's just telepathic. It's not too slow on the rack. the brakes. You've got these AP racing discs and the pedal feel is absolutely excellent. This car stops on a dime.
And that is something that really highlights how accomplished this car is. Not only have they managed to modernise its performance, they have retained its personality.
But it's more of the excitement, the drama, and the looks. I mean, just look at it. It's blended into one big, beautiful, and I mean beautiful package.
All this excitement and emotional talk while at the wheel got me all soft and warm.
Once upon a time, on a particular motoring show which was once one of the greatest in the world, a certain presenter said, "This is the most beautiful car he has ever seen." And ever since watching that programme nearly 10 years ago and getting to drive this very car, I completely agree.
And that's what Eagle has delivered here, an experience. From the process of choosing what specification you would like, to then watching your car be built from start to finish from a team who genuinely love what they are doing. And once you get to drive it, the sensation of performance blended with quality and drop-dead gorgeous looks makes you feel proud.
I have never come across a car company which has so much love, so much passion, so much enthusiasm, yet somehow retaining all the beautiful classic looks that we love and adore of old E-types. You'd think that recreating a modern version of this car would be sacrilege, but it isn't. What they've done is they've taken one of the most beautiful cars in the world and has turned it into one of the greatest.